Hey guys, it's Shayla again from Freckle Finance, and today I did a very large grocery shop, at least for me, and I thought I would show you what I got so that it would kind of show the prices that are here, which are still, they're pretty similar to what I was spending in Toronto, honestly. But I did try to go to discount stores as much as I could. So the first part will be Costco, and then I went to Grocery Outlet, and the last one, for anything that I couldn't find anywhere else, I got at Safeway. As well, this grocery haul is bigger than it normally would be for me because last month, after we had, I don't remember what point, probably halfway through the month, it was realized that we needed to start a new sinking fund, which is a pretty significant amount of money every month. So I cut out as much as I could out of everything, including the grocery budget. So my house is out of a lot of stuff now because I didn't shop for the last week and a half or 2.5 weeks almost. It was a long time since I shopped. And when I did go shopping, I think it was just very minimally, like bananas or something like that. So definitely stay tuned or click subscribe if you're not already so that you can find out what this big sinking fund is for. Okay, so here is everything that I got at Costco. So my total Costco bill was $130.65. I tried to get relatively healthy things this time, as well as I tried to only get bulk stuff at Costco that I truly would use up or needed in bulk, or I just use very frequently. Most of it when I went to the other grocery stores was cheaper. Some of it, like the chicken, was exactly the same, except I love the portion control of this chicken, so you can just pull one out of the freezer and you don't have to worry about putting everything into a new package. So this is one of the snack items I got here, and normally they're $12.69, but I got $3.80 off that. Otherwise, I would not have bought it. But I think they're a little healthier than your average granola bar, and I checked the grams of sugar in it, and there is 6 grams per serving, so it's not horrible, it's not great. So these black beans here, I end up using black beans a lot, and this came to $6.79, and normally I went to the store and it wasn't even Safeway. I think it was another store that's cheaper than Safeway, and it was $1.79 per can. So this comes with 8 cans, so it was definitely a good deal. And these kidney beans were $7.39. This almond milk was $7.99. I did actually find almond milk cheaper, but I do really like the Kirkland brand, and it wasn't significantly cheaper that I'm that upset about it. So this 10 pounds of sugar is $4.79. This worked out to be the best deal that was around as well. I got French beans for $4.79. As well as, sorry, another chocolate treat was these organic Belgium thins, and they were $9.99. But they're fair trade, it's Belgium chocolate, as well as it's got things like goji berries, almond buckwheat, sunflower seeds in it, so it's a little healthier than normal. And honestly, I love dark bark things, and if I were to buy all these items individually, it would probably come out to the same amount. I got these 3 berry mix that was $8.99. I feel like it's a pretty good price for 4 pounds. This bag of avocados was $5.99. It does come with 6. I did find avocados also for $1 a piece, which is about the same as this. Otherwise, they're normally more expensive than $1, so I just picked them up there because I knew that was a good price. Bananas were $1.39. The peaches were $10.99. They are expensive, but the peaches smell really good and they're really good quality. This was actually opened up. I think someone else had checked it and for whatever reason decided not to get it, but I thought that they were worth it. So $6.99 for the bell peppers. I did find a package that was cheaper, but the peppers were about half the size, so I don't mind. And also, whenever I buy these package of bell peppers from Costco, they last like a month in my fridge. So I'm not too concerned. The other place that I go to, Grocery Outlet, the produce is not always the greatest, so for me it was worth it to buy it there and in bulk, and I have a lot of recipes planned that involve peppers. And for the chicken, I got both chicken thighs and chicken breasts. The chicken thighs were $17.70 and the chicken breasts were $18.39. I thought it was kind of strange that the chicken breasts and the chicken thighs were actually the same price per pound, but I need both, so, and I still thought that was a good price. The mushrooms, this big thing of mushrooms was $4.99. It was organic. It was honestly the cheapest one. I don't particularly buy organic, but if I think it's a good price and I can't find non-organic at Costco or another discount store, then I will just grab the organics. So the blueberries were $4.79. This ended up being a really good deal. When I went to Grocery Outlet for about a quarter of this size, it was $4.99 for blueberries. So that ended up being a really good deal, and I'm going to make overnight baked oats in the slow cooker with this. I've had it before. It is so, so good. So that is the Costco portion of the haul. So the next one is grocery outlet. Here's everything that I got from there. So for anyone who's not familiar with grocery outlet, it's literally an outlet store for groceries. So sometimes something will be there, sometimes it won't. Sometimes something will be dramatically cheap and other times it won't. I probably should have technically gone here before I went to Costco, but realistically it didn't make that much of a difference. And I ended up making almost always the right choices. So if I looked at Costco and I'm like, this is usually cheaper at grocery outlet, then I got it here and it ended up being cheaper. So for example, like these vegetables, there was something that was more money than I paid for all these vegetables, and it was less variety. So I just figured, what the hey. So these diced green chilies were $1.49 each. I didn't think that was a good price, but I've never bought them here in the US before, so I don't really know what they go for. As well as I got fire roasted diced tomatoes and green chilies, and those were 99 cents each. Canned vegetables and stuff seems to be pretty expensive here for some reason. I'd say 99 cents is probably a good price because everything seems to be over $1 for every can that I get. I also got canned marinara sauce because something calls for pasta sauce, and I usually just get marinara because it's pretty plain sauce, and that is $1.99. The Raisin Bran was $2.79, not the best deal. They often have cereal there for $1.50, but I try to make sure the cereal is relatively healthy. They didn't have any good cereal this time for $1.50, so I was stuck with this. They actually had another smaller package that was $2.49, and this was almost 100 grams more, so for like 30 cents, so no big deal. The tomato paste I actually thought was a good price. It was 39 cents. And this massive thing of tortillas was $1.99. I feel like this is a good price. This is definitely going into the freezer. I will not be using all of this now. So this is Italian salad. I basically just needed some romaine. This was the cheapest way to get a little bit of romaine, so I just bought this. The lemon was 50 cents. I'm not sure that that's the greatest price. Now, the parsley and cilantro were both 50 cents each, which I think is great. I used to pay $2.50 in Toronto. So fresh herbs here are actually a lot cheaper than Toronto, which is great. And these onions are $1.49, which was way, way better deal than Costco. I don't know, Costco's were like $6. It was a massive bag, but it just, it would have been way too many, and they probably would have been bad before I was able to use them all. So this vegetable blend was $2.99. This Chinese stir fry, which I will just microwave and serve without a stir fry most often, but I will sometimes make a stir fry out of it, was $1.69. The edamame was also $1.69, and the greens bean were 99 cents. So I thought those were pretty good prices. As well, my husband loves taquitos as a little snack. I don't think this is not the best price I've gotten for taquitos, but these are $6.99. I think I've paid $5 before, so. But he loves them and he eats them, so I guess they're worth the price, and this is still cheaper, I believe, than the regular retail price. And then I got some hickory smoked ham. This is the only ham they got there. It was $2.49, and it's actually quite a bit of ham. Usually lunch meat is really, really expensive. I'm probably gonna actually freeze a lot of this, and this is just going to be for pizzas. I have pizza dough, and I bought some pizza sauce that you'll see earlier, and there's also some mozzarella cheese that I bought here, which was $1.99 each. That's a little cheaper than Toronto. I've not bought too much cheese here, so I'm not sure if that's a good price here or not. These jumbo eggs were $1.79 each. I normally buy large there for $1.39. I've paid as low as $1.19, so I wouldn't say that was the greatest. This still ended up being a better deal than Costco, where their cheapest set of eggs were $1.99. But they didn't have any non-organic eggs there this time that I could find, so maybe that's why the Costco ones were kind of expensive. So I put away the groceries from Grocery Outlet, but I forgot to mention that $41.50 is the total price that was at that store. So now on to Safeway. Here's what I got. So these were all things that I couldn't find at the other stores. I should say that I did try to find these specific yogurts at Costco. I couldn't find them, and my husband specifically wanted these, and they're normally at Grocery Outlet, and there was like there was one yogurt and it didn't have a price on it, so I didn't get it. They were out of yogurt today for some reason. And sorry, I'm a little out of breath because, I don't know, apparently unbagging groceries is exhausting. So here's the remainder of what I got. I should say the only thing I couldn't find at any 3 stores was Belgian endive. I have it for a recipe. I guess I'm gonna have to just leave it out, but I barely know what they look like, but I could not find them, and I looked really, really hard. So these were a fairly good price. They were 39 cents each. They were on sale. And then also there was like a discount for using my Safeway like points card thing. So I got 3 of these because my husband really liked these, but they were more money. They were $1.76 for 2. That's how it's scanned up in the system, which is kind of weird. But so there was that as well. I got these canned whole tomatoes. They were $1.99. I'm not sure how important it was to the recipe. It might have been important. I'll figure out for next time because that's a lot of money for tomatoes, and I could have gotten a bulk thing of whole tomatoes at Costco. But, sorry, actually they didn't have it at Costco. I could have gotten them just a different type of tomatoes that I didn't have to use those if that was the case. So I got these chips. My husband's not too picky on what type of chips he gets. He just cares more about the flavor. And those were $1.99 as well. And I also got this coconut milk that was also $1.99. And you see what I mean by like canned stuff is not cheap here for some reason. So I actually needed yellow split peas. I could not find them. So instead I got green split peas, and they were $1.69. So I think that's a pretty good price. So this tomato, I probably should have gotten something else instead because it came to $1.79 just for this one tomato, which I thought was pretty dang excessive. I could have gotten a big thing of tomatoes at Costco for like $2, but I'm not a fresh tomato eater. This is for one recipe, and I felt it was important to get it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. This, it's calling it a yam. I would call this a sweet potato normally, but it's $1.21. Still honestly pretty expensive, but it was a lot cheaper to buy this than to buy any of the bulk. They didn't have it at any other store like Costco or Grocery Outlet. They didn't have just like single ones, and so it was a lot cheaper because I'm not going to use any more than this. As well, I switched up the potato in a recipe to this one because this was the only one that came on its own, and it was still $1.37, which is quite expensive, but I don't need $5 worth of potatoes because I just don't use them that often and they go bad. So this was mint. I'm making minty peas and I'm pretty excited about it. And that came to $1.99 too. See how much more expensive this grocery store is? It's insane. So the cocoa powder was $5.59. This was honestly, I remembered while I was at the store that I needed it. I have no idea if the other stores had it. I did walk through all the food aisles, so maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I think that's a really expensive price, but I'm a very spur-of-the-moment baker, and I would really like to have cocoa on hand for that reason. And I got this pizza sauce because I've made pizza sauce before and it doesn't really freeze well, so I usually just get this stuff because it's a pretty good price for the size, and that's $1.99, and it's also really good for just using. This popcorn here was $2.49, and basically I've been obsessed with Boom Chicka Pop, and I've been eating them, but they are like $4 a bag if I can't find them somewhere else for a better deal. And so at that price, like guys, I should just be popping I have an air popper. I should just be popping my own, right? So I'll stop being lazy and I'll start doing that. So I've got 2 spices here. I got turmeric, and normally I get fenugreek seeds. This is literally the only fenugreek I found at any single store. I didn't even know that's the color it was when it was ground. So the fenugreek was $5.99 and this one was $4.19. And lastly, I am making some sort of stew that I can't really recall, but it came to $6.83 because I do have the discount club price. So that portion came to $50.87, and you'll see that that was like the least amount that I bought, and it was really expensive compared to Grocery Outlet. So in total, it came to about $220. I budgeted this month $350. So most of this stuff is gonna last the whole month, and on top of that, I'll just have to buy, probably maybe the last 2 weeks, I'll have to buy some stuff and then some fresh fruit some other days, and maybe some more vegetables. So I should definitely be able to stay under budget. I'm really trying to lower it without feeling like I have no options at home. So we'll see how that goes. And at this point, I'm not planning on doing grocery hauls extremely often. I just thought this would be a good comparison. I do have grocery hauls in Toronto that you can go back to compare to. And just, I like knowing what people eat kind of, so you can have an idea of what I eat and just how expensive Northern California is. But if you guys do really want me to do more grocery hauls, I would love to do them. So just let me know and I would definitely do more if you guys are interested. And remember, no matter what your financial situation is, make sure to have a great day. Bye.